Oh, greens. Is it green screen? No, green room jokes. Is that what they call it?
What's
The
a
room, the
what?
green room before the show. Isn't that what it's called? Help me out, guys. Is that what it's called? Like
Is
before,
it
like or performers go on stage, the green room,
green room?
or I'm just butchering it.
Like
What?
it doesn't sound right.
It doesn't. But welcome, everybody. And hey, thanks, Mike. You said the commands. My favorite power couple. I appreciate it. Green room. Got it. Nailed it.
All right.
Welcome. This show is Beard Advice Live. My name is Dan. This is my wife, Sam.
Hi.
Sam, how you doing on this Wednesday hump day?
I was good until my eye started itching before the show started, and now it's like really painful.
Oh,
I know.
you don't want to mess up your eyelashes.
No, you can't rub your eyes when you have fake eyelashes.
Just
gotta
slap 'em.
like
Little
do
slappy
some
slap.
weird stuff.
Well, on this show, we might talk about eyelashes. We might talk about eyes. Who knows? But I do know we have people that send in pictures of their beard. They let us know their goals, their problems, and really anything that they need advice or feedback on. And we, myself, Sam, in the chat, we give advice for them. And it genuinely can help people change their confidence, their look, their beard trajectory. It's pretty awesome. Outside of that, what is something else that we encourage on this show?
Sending in for non-beard related advice. We're open to all advice.
Yeah, you got questions about
send them in.
How to talk to your wife, about parenting, about sports, about anything. We're not experts in any of that, but we're happy to share, and we're happy to tap into usually around a couple hundred people that can give some feedback as well. So again, appreciate everybody. And again, and we do have a segment on the show, you guys, that is halftime of this show. Essentially, we'll take any and all questions that you have, even if you didn't send in beforehand. And Ken's starting us off with a laugh. He said, does biotin make eyelashes grow faster? They make everything grow faster.
Except my eyelashes.
However,
they don't grow.
Everyone has a different terminal length for every different hair on their body. So if you have a very short terminal length on your eyelashes, like Sam, they're going to continue to grow faster with biotin. That's just true, but they won't grow any longer. So that's the key thing. They're just going to shed.
Incredibly rude.
Now, genuine question. Your lack of eyelash prowess, do you think it's purely natural genetics, or was it some of your own doing over time?
No, I think so. I am doing my lashes now. I used to get my lashes done. There's a difference. I think when I was getting my lashes done, it just obliterated them. So they're very, very stubby and very ugly.
Stan, if I wrote you back, then you're on the show. If not, then unfortunately you would not be on tonight. Once I got to make this super clear, but once the show starts, we can't touch anything. So we want to make sure that it's all taken care of beforehand. If you're not on tonight for any reason, please make sure you reach back out. I believe you sent to me, and then I gave you feedback individually. And so it might not be on the show, but if there's some bit of advice that we didn't cover that you feel left out on, send on in a full new entry next week, and we'll get you going for sure. And so, yeah, and I do think this is a good time to talk about this. I'll grab a link real quick here. We have a podcast that's called Catching Up with the Commands, and I will link it in the chat. And this is a podcast where Sam and I talk about fresh perspective on all aspects of life. It's not family friendly. We talk about topics that we don't cover on here. And this one's going to be a big one. This one's going to be a good one. Sam, what is the topic for Friday's podcast?
So we're starting off this kind of like mental health series, and they're not necessarily going to go in order. We just know we have a lot to say about the subject. And so the first one, we're going to be doing a Q&A where Dan is going to be asking me about my mental health journey.
From your guys' questions on Instagram, by the way.
And it's like, I just finished like getting the questions down and my notes and stuff. And it's like, it's really deep. I think it was actually like very therapeutic for me to write all this stuff down, but it might be like eye-opening, some of this stuff, like even for you. And then people who don't really like know my history and stuff, you might be like, oh, wow, that's nuts.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Tune in.
I'm excited to learn and have you guys kind of join on that journey with us, which is awesome. And Alan, and this is the same for everybody. Just kind of as I mentioned, Alan said I sent in mine an hour ago. Is that good? It's a little bit close because it does take a lot of work to get the show set up. If I write you back, you're on the show. Like, period, end of story. I write back every single one. If it's like that, it might be a short response, but if I write you back, you're on the show. If I don't write you back, you will not be on the show. Sometimes people have sent in the email to the wrong address and they're like, you didn't write me back. And it's like, I didn't get it. You wrote it to bearadvicelive@gmail.com. Very different show.
Probably will still be getting a response.
Yeah, just not from us. All right, and then we will hit the halftime questions about like this one. Travis said, Command's going to the Lions playoff game. No. Sam doesn't care about the Lions. I follow updates and stuff. I won't sit down and watch the game live. Other than soccer, which is a big passion of our family, we love watching it. The kids love playing it. We liked coaching it, all sorts of angles. We don't really sit down and watch any like full sports. Super happy for Detroit. Super cool to see everyone excited. But no plans to go to the game at all. Yeah. Bear Advice Live, different channel, different corner of the community. Yep.
Ken says Votto responds to Bear Advice.
Yeah. No. So,
that's funny.
Sam, what is our soccer team? We have two.
Yeah, we have two.
You take international, I'll take US.
Our international team is Manchester City.
Yeah, we're a Man City family. Maddox's favorite player is Foden. Jax's favorite player is Holland. We love Kevin De Bruyne, however the heck you want to say it.
We said it 3 different times last night.
We didn't say it 3 different times. We watched 3 videos, and they said it 3 different ways.
I repeated after them.
So, yeah, Man City. And then in the United States, MLS, we are massive Columbus Crew fans. We actually were there on Sunday and Monday. I got to hang out with their barber. We went to the Crew 2 stadium. The coach was literally there. Christian Ramirez was there. There was other players.
Dan snuck a picture of the coach.
Yep. He was right next to me. Yeah, he was right next to me. Sam and I went to the MLS Cup Finals game, which was one of the highlights of life. It was amazing. Yeah. Oh, man, look at that. Hey, Deadman just donated 10 memberships to this team. Dude, thank you. Cool. That's really, really cool, man. Shout out to Deadman. We're going to talk all about them tonight, you guys. It is going to be absolutely amazing. Oh, and then I saw a comment earlier. I have to. Yeah, so Red Circle's our podcast platform. It's on everything. If you guys have Spotify or any of them, Amazon, Google, all those things are going to get covered here. Look at this. This is crazy. Once I'm able to find this here from Ken, I got thrown off here. Where to go? Okay. Ken says, I've cleaned up my dog diarrhea 5 days in a row. One dog, now the other. Literally minutes before the stream, we were just talking about our cat's poop over the last couple days and how atrocious it's been. So there must be something going around. Yeah, it's
hitting the people and the animals right now.
Yeah, absolutely crazy. So yeah, it's so crazy. Chicago Fire MLS Cup first year, and it's cool to see the MLS growing. San Diego's getting a team, and they promised at least one more team to be announced.
Connecticut's getting a team.
Connecticut, yep. And then the goal is to have 2 more actually by announcing them by 2025. So yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes. So man, he says, no worries, love the community. Thank you. The community loves you, man. Awesome. Okay. And also, by the way, guys, I didn't even encourage you guys. If you could just check real quick, if you can hit that thumbs up for the like on the stream. And if anybody wants to share this out, that would be amazing. We really want to bring new people in here, help out their journey, and just have as great of a community as we possibly can. Connecticut seems as a location seems like such a poor decision.
I thought the same thing.
We'll see, because there are teams in New York, 2 teams in New York. Oh, dang, Southern Tyrant just donated 10 memberships as well.
Goodness.
Dude, it's been a hot minute. I hope you're doing well. And man, thank you. Holy crap, dude. That is awesome. Thank you, man. So cool. You guys are great. Absolutely great. And it's not a shot at Connecticut. I actually love Connecticut. I go once a year to go with Beard Octane and the Barber Expo. And but it's not the most populated area. It's a small geographic area as far as like how far teams are apart. Michigan doesn't have a team, if you guys are aware. No MLS teams
I
in
kind of
Michigan.
don't want Michigan to get a team solely because I love Crew so much, and you know that they would be insane rivals.
Right, for
being
sure.
so close.
And it's Columbus and it's
Right,
Michigan. Yeah.
right.
Yeah, Moose is right. There's the New England Revolution, and they're putting a team in Connecticut. Yeah, I
Right,
thought the same thing. I thought
and
it
then New
was
York
a
has two.
little
How?
weird. Yeah. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. So, all right, guys, let's go ahead and get into the show. Again, if you don't mind, hit that thumbs up, share this stream out, and we appreciate it. Walter says CT loves the smaller sports that are affordable, like baseball and soccer and hockey. So that
affordable what though?
So if you're talking about, okay, let's talk about like a Columbus Crew soccer ticket.
Oh,
as
like
compared
going to the okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying like to play them. I was like,
Yeah.
isn't hockey so expensive?
Yeah, no, to go to them.
Oh, okay.
And
that makes sense.
The Columbus Crew is very similar. You go downtown Columbus, what do they have? Pro hockey, pro soccer, and pro baseball. It's like a minor league baseball, but all right there. They don't have a pro football team. They don't have a pro basketball team. You're exactly right, Walter. There's a couple of different markets, and the Crew has I believe still the greatest selling like home crowd in MLS. They sold out the most games last year in all of MLS.
A ton in a row too.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, and there's teams. So, oh man, complicated history. But Detroit has a USL top team, the DCFC. But yeah, no MLS team right now, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately. Ashton, I've started your question, and we will hit that one at the halftime. And Jeremy, we're going to talk all about how you can enter the giveaways. Just follow along on the stream. And Donald says he passes the Red Bull soccer stadium every time he goes to New York. That's cool.
That used to be one of Maddox's favorite teams. And I was just looking at the Crew schedule, and they're going to play Red Bulls at Columbus. Yeah. And I asked Maddox, and he was so like geeked for it.
Yep, that would be fun. Super, super fun. Sam's hat beats Dan's hat today. Well, I mean, we're going to talk about the company on stream today, so hopefully that's not a shot at them. But yes, we will. She does have an awesome hat and looks amazing.
I love my Carhartt.
You do, yeah. You rock it well, and it's real comfy,
wearing it
right?
like every single day.
I haven't even noticed.
So cold.
All right, guys. So again, this show is beardadvicelive@gmail.com. If you could hit that thumbs up. Hey, what's up, Ken? Hit that thumbs up. It is greatly appreciated. And went to that Man U, Real Madrid in the big house in 2014. Everyone around us was singing DCFC chants. That's cool. They do have a passionate fan base. It's just such a crappy small arena in a really weird area. So yeah, it's tough. Yep, we have so many Kens in here tonight. Always. What's up, Dominic? All right, guys. Again, if you guys could just kind of remind people throughout the stream and the chat, you don't gotta go crazy, but just hey, guys, have you hit the thumbs up? That stuff really does kind of jog people's memories. Somebody forgot on Monday to hit the thumbs up until they're reminded. So we know it can happen to anybody. All right. And if you'd like to be on the show next week, we would love to have you. It's 100% free. We've never charged you guys and never will. The email is beardadvicelive@gmail.com. Send a couple angles of your beard. Give us a write-up. You'll kind of see today on how the show goes. All right. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. To begin, we do have a sponsor tonight, which is On the Hat, which is doing giveaways, which we'll talk about in just a little bit. Oh, that's crazy. Jason said Columbus had a professional paintball team.
Wow.
Wow. Super cool. Oh, they sold to Chicago. Interesting. Interesting. Okay.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, right. I know. They can make professional anything these days. That's crazy, Tyler. You guys got to stop distracting me. We had tacos for Taco Wednesday today, too. And they were real good. Yeah, real good.
Who used to ask us what he should make for dinner?
Oh,
I want that to come back.
I do remember that. It was on this show.
Yeah.
That was fun. All right, guys. Deadman's Beard Co. A lot of you have tried them. A lot of you are fans of them. If you want to share anything in the chat, feel free. And we have a non-affiliate discount code, Command15. We'll save you guys 15% off. If you want to try anything from this company tonight, tomorrow, next week, next month, that is a code that is here to stay. And, this is the last week's review one here. We have here, guys, I wanted to touch on the main thing that I wanted to go over today was their carrier blend. Because I feel like this is something that should be really, really highlighted. And this is the company that's gone through a bunch of changes, and kind of grown right in front of our eyes, which is so fun to see. And we do have a full review out if you guys want to check it out. But we start off here, Argan and Jojoba, tried, true classics, right? Everybody knows that those are pretty staples of the community. Then we're throwing in some Baobab, which is awesome.
Baobab.
Now, is that something you see in the women's cosmetic industry at all?
Not in my cosmetics.
Okay. All right.
Or at least I don't notice it. I feel like I would notice it if
Okay.
it said that, but no.
Oftentimes we'll see like new and like sexy ingredients in the beard care industry, and it's like women have been using that for a very long time. And Baobab is one that's fantastic. I do have a Carrier Oils 101 video on every single one of these. So if you guys are like, that one seems interesting, I want to learn more, bam, hit that one, and it's going to teach you a lot. Now, people are asking questions. Broccoli? Yes. Like actual broccoli seed. Yeah, actual broccoli seed. Now, broccoli seed is so good for the hair, so good for the skin. It can be a challenge because it can be a little bit pungent on the natural side of things.
Ask.
Yeah,
Okay.
but they nailed it. They blend with it very well. We have emu oil, which is a bird oil. Very potent anti-inflammatory ingredient. I believe bird oil and CBD oil are the two most potent anti-inflammation ingredients you can have, and they are awesome. And here's Ken right here as we're talking about the Carrier blend. He said the Carrier blend is fire. He said, surprised the heck out of me. Does some interesting stuff in beard. Styled well and softened. Tried the EO and fragrance. Bought two oils after samples. Fantastic oil.
Nice.
Okay. All right. Never seen broccoli seed. So yeah, there's several companies. Bearded Mac was the first one I noticed in the community a couple years ago that kind of led off with it. So it's not one that's like, is this crazy? Is this something wild? Like, it's been done and it's just really good. Really, really. It's one of my favorites. Like I really love that one. And yeah, it is about a medium viscosity. Yep, exactly. All right. Then moving on from there, there's meadow foam seed oil. That is my favorite ingredient in all of the beard care industry. The reason why is it doesn't really have a shelf life. They'll say like 5 years plus, but we don't have any that have expired in the history of meadow foam seed oil, which is wild. And it's essentially a flood weed. So it's not even like, right, we're not like destroying the rainforest or even need like regenerative farming or anything like that. It's like a floodplain weed, which is really cool. It's the best teammate in all of ingredients. It makes the other ingredients last longer. It doesn't have a scent to it. It's like a freak of nature ingredient. And the coolest thing about it is if you see meadow foam seed oil on an ingredient list, it is always sourced in the United States. The only place on the planet that you can get it readily available as a supplier is the Pacific Northwest. Oregon and Washington. Yeah, so that's really, really cool to know that it's coming from there. Similarly, argan oil. Do you know where argan oil is from?
Argan oil's from Morocco.
Boom, boom, boom. That's my wife. Yeah, the only place you can actually legally have it is argan oil is in Morocco. Now, there's kind of ways to get around that, but that's where it's from. If you guys have ever seen the tree with the goats in it, that's argan oil. That's the tree that it comes in.
I remember you telling me about that. I wasn't. You say it like it's like everyone knows the goat tree.
I think most of you do.
I had no clue.
Have you guys seen pictures or like heard of the tree that has the goats in the tree? Let me know, yes or no. Do you guys know what I'm talking about with that? Because I think we've even showed a picture before on here. And speaking of trees, Baobab trees are wild. Here's a good one for you. Do you know what the Baobab tree is?
Yeah, it's the Disney tree.
Dang, man, she is on point tonight. The tree of life is what they call it. So yes. All right, so we got yes, yup, yes, no, yes, no. All right, I guess we got a show. All right. Tree with goats.
Oh my god, it comes up too.
Oh, it is. Like this is real, you guys. Like this isn't me just making stuff up here. This is not photoshopped. That was your accusation the first time. You're like, this looks like a bad Photoshop.
How do those goats get up there?
That's the silly thing, man. And so yes, the tree goats of Morocco. I pulled that off the top of the dome.
What's their reason?
They must eat the fruit up there, I'm guessing.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that would be my assumption, but I don't know.
Fine.
So yeah, those are those are the tree goats. So yeah, I love meadow foam. Avocado oil is fantastic. What's up, Bill? Fantastic. Castor oil, rice bran oil, and then black seed. JP says, Dan, if my Carrier Oils 101 memory serves me, you spoke very highly of black seed oil. Very, 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 very. If it gives you guys any kind of indication, they found black seed oil in the tomb of King Tut. That's how valued it is. They call it, oh man, it's the oil that cures everything except death. Okay. Is what they call it from like the ancient times and the Egyptians and in the Mediterranean. It's loved.
Is it better or equally as good to put it, to ingest it or put it on your skin?
So it's so great. And for them, it was ingesting it. And
Okay.
so you can ingest the black seed, you can ingest the black seed oil, and you can apply it to your skin and hair. It's great all around, right? There's
Okay.
some, right? Like castor oil, you can put it on your hair and
Don't drink
skin.
it.
You can ingest it though. Many of you know what I'm talking about. You know what happens when you ingest castor oil?
Yeah, explosive diarrhea.
Yeah, it makes you get out of work.
Do you know that I don't know who they are anymore, but like people take that when they're about to give birth.
You told me that, yeah.
Into labor.
That like to speed up the process.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, you're gonna be exiting a
God.
couple of Whoo, watch out, watch out. So yeah, and Ken said that this is a date night oil for him, and they do have some really nice ones. Rodney says Carrie oil is my absolute favorite. Learned so much. Awesome, man. Jeffrey says the blend makes my beard so soft and flowing. Awesome. Ken says it's a bit thicker than a medium, but not thick. And so the challenging thing is it has some of those ingredients that make it feel thicker, but it acts thinner. So I would call it a true medium. But yeah, Baobab, wasn't that an Egyptian pharaoh? Not that I'm familiar with, but there were so many. Right. Yeah, so many pharaohs out there. All right. Okay. Love it. Love it. And that was me. I stopped because I thought y'all found it corny. Incident. Oh, the food.
Oh,
no, we loved it, man. There was nothing corny about that.
Bring it back.
Yeah, please do. Please do. Yeah, we would love to hear what you want to have us vote for with dinner. We talked about it like after the stream. We're like, that was so cool. Yeah, that was all so cool. Don't they collect seeds from the poo? Amber, they do. So yeah.
From whose poo?
The goats of the argan tree.
They use it in the oil or no?
No, they use it to like replant the trees.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah,
something about the like digestion, the gut of the goat, like does something to it.
Like all poo is just good for growing things, right?
Yeah, fertilizer.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. That is definitely definitely something interesting about that kind of process. What's up, Mr. Kajun? Welcome. All right. And I'm trying that for weight loss now. Yeah, that diuretic. A lot of people use that. Oh, Caroline says, happened to me with my first. Castor oil's the best. Yeah, I love that, Caroline. My gosh. That is amazing. All right, here we go, guys. And nice. Vado's wearing in some of this company today. Oh, beautiful. Okay, love it. Let's go on to the next thing here. We will be doing a giveaway at the end of the show, you guys. Just stay tuned. I'll give you guys all of the explanations of how to get entered into this right at the very end of the show. Very end of the show here. And one of the things I would suggest if you want to try something would be their gentle daily beard wash in the lavender scent.
That sounds perfect.
Like lavender and shower products, muddy.
Yeah.
Like absolute money, man.
But I feel like only if you're a nighttime showerer.
Ooh, yeah. I like lavender in the morning, but
you
definitely.
Do?
Yeah, okay. I love lavender.
I started using pillow spray now, and it's lavender.
You like it?
So good.
Nice. Awesome. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get the party started here. There is this scrolly on the bottom that lets you know how to enter the show for next week in case you guys want to send on in. It is appreciated. And again, if you guys appreciate what we're doing here, hit the thumbs up, share the stream out. Let's have some fun. All right, Adam O. I recently got the green light to grow a beard. Woo! I'm currently 3.5 weeks in. My goal is Oscar Isaac in Dune. Now, I don't know who that is, and I wanted to look it up. Do you know who it is?
I know who it is. I don't know what he looks like in that movie.
Okay. Oh, okay. I know who he is. Yeah. All right. In Dune here. Okay. All right. So I will show you guys. That's not the greatest view. It's kind of like this one. Yeah. You see here. All right. Let me go ahead and show you guys here just so we get a concept and idea. So this is the kind of goal beard that he's looking for here. He said, not me this time. Okay. That's crazy. We got a different Adamo. He is looking for this as his goal. Okay. All right. Do you think it's possible? If so, how long do you think it will take? All right. Let's take a look, Mr. Adam. Awesome, man.
Oh, nice.
Great beard. 3.5 weeks in. Like,
wow.
Not even a month in. And here we go. We got Adam. Woo. All right. Adam O, not O, B. Okay. And sometimes I swear it'll show up like on the email. I got to check this. I'm like, am I crazy here? But it'll show up on like the address bar as like Adam, and then it'll have the name. Okay, let me see. Nope, Adam B. That's on me. That's on me, Adam B. All right, here we go on this one. Okay, we have. Okay, cool. Next week you get to help me choose our Grubhub. Okay, nice. I like it. I like it. I like it. Man, Grubhub be a sponsor? That'd be crazy. That'd be super fun. I wouldn't believe it.
I don't know if we've ever used Grubhub before.
No, we haven't. DoorDash.
I hate DoorDash.
Yeah, we twice, 3 times a year, maybe. It's just so expensive.
So expensive.
So dang expensive.
Okay.
All right.
If that's 3.5 weeks in and you want to get to that, I think you're golden.
Yeah.
I think you'll get there.
I do too, man. It's so early, but there's nothing that like super makes me worried or super makes me like fearful of like, oh shoot, I don't know if he should readjust his beard, like goals, you know. I absolutely think you can. You just got to focus on patience first and foremost. You're still going to be a couple of months out from that. And then healthy habits, number 2. You got to have both sides of that, and you absolutely can get there. Absolutely, man. Great beard, and definitely meant to have a beard. It just, especially like I have pale skin, so I can say this. Guys with pale skin, I genuinely feel like we need some like color on our face. Yeah. Otherwise, it's like pale forehead, pale under eyes, then pale chin, pale neck. Then you look like a potato. Oh yeah. Or Sam's new. All right, you guys ready for Sam's favorite diss of people? Like if someone like makes her mad and it's a guy, do you know what you've been calling them? You had like a steady week of just like using this so well.
No, I
don't. You don't remember?
No.
All right. So like a guy will like make us mad and we're like, oh my gosh, this guy typed a dumb comment in the chat. Now he's blocked and stuff. And then Sam will be like, what a thumb.
That's right. That's such a good diss. Oh, I got to bring that back.
Thank you, Corey, man. I appreciate you, my man. You'll appreciate that last comment.
We're going to make thumb a thing.
It's exactly what you thought. And Corey's not a thumb, but there are some thumbs out there. And so, and this is Kevin. This is like that used to be kind of like a joke, like women get makeup or women get push-up bras and men get beards. We were looking at something. And it was like a guy shaven and a guy with a beard. And it was like, that's makeup. Like he looks so different because of that color. And it's like, what do women do? They add color with their makeup. But Sam loves the thumb diss. Like, got him, you thumb. Like that.
Look like imagine like a man's, like you just look like that. That's what your head looks like.
That might be the most accurate thing you've ever said.
Thank you.
If you're a guy and you shave everything and it's like you're a thumb with some eyebrows. Like that's it. So yeah, it's yep. Watch out for the thumb people. Yeah, man. Don't be the thumb people or any of that. You don't want to go there. Why not a toenail?
Ooh.
Yikes.
I'm not that mean. Jeez.
All right, let's go and check the next one here. All right, James S. This is my first time sending in for advice. I'm just looking for general advice on my beard. I know I need a haircut. He's like, Sam, don't talk about my hair.
You're always the one who brings up the hair.
That's over here. And a trim, but any advice would be much appreciated. Thank you. Okay. Maybe it's a situation where like, I think this kind of haircut would look great on you because he knows he needs it. You know, It's not a shot. Okay. Let's take a look at James here. Awesome. James looking good, man. Okay. So he's like, I need a trim. I need a haircut. What do you guys think? I'll start. And then kind of pick in from there. Yeah, I don't even know what to say.
Is that what you're trying to say?
I was gonna, piggyback in from there. James, super simple, my man. I love the color. I love the texture of the beard. That mustache is on point, my man. I would go with a nice little rounded curve right about here. And that may be the greatest first line I've ever drawn.
It was nice.
That was smooth. That was balanced. I love it. Easy peasy right there, James. And then essentially what that's going to do is that's just going to kind of round it off right here.
I was going to say, do it on that one because this one is a little bit distorted, like at an angle.
Yep.
So then.
Yeah. So right there, James, that's a super simple trim. I wouldn't touch anything. This area right here, right? This is where we want the bulk, but you do have some hair out on this way. I would focus this on the styling. I would bring this in this direction and really try to focus, whether it's combing, whether it's brushing, whether it heat, whatever you want to do. I would bring that area in with styling. Okay. This is trim. Man, I'm going full out diagram tonight.
Jose, those stars,
Trim.
though, they're so bright.
Those are vibrant. Yeah,
Woo!
those are vibrant. And then this one is style. Okay.
Why does that look just like your handwriting, though?
Because it is my handwriting.
But with a mouse, I don't think mine would look the same.
A heated brush would be fantastic.
Listen, no one threw it to me yet.
Okay, Sam, hit him. What you got?
I need to see heat. I
Yeah,
want
that would be nice.
to see it just a little bit more. What
Okay.
would you say?
Dialed in. G Hunt's got you.
Perfect. Yep. That's perfect.
Yeah, G Hunt's got you right there. So, man, I love it. Wonderful stuff, man. What about the hair? So he said, I need a haircut. What would you advise if someone was like, I'm going to go to a barber, I'm going to get a haircut in this situation? What do you think?
He didn't ask what kind of haircut. I don't like giving people advice that they aren't asking for.
That is very fair.
Because then it makes it seem like I don't think theirs is right.
Very true. Now, I agree almost always, but the only thing I thought it was an exception there is that he put it in there. I know I need a haircut. We'll leave it at that. I think that's a good point by you. James, if you want some feedback on what could be a potential haircut, because you mentioned it, let us know. If not, hey, do your thing, man. Do your thing. I hope that helped out. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Got James? All right. Now, Sam, guess the pronunciation on here. I saw him in the chat.
Okay.
Do you remember how you said this one?
Yeah. Is it Keelan?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Keelan, is that correct? If not, help us out phonetically, like the breakdown of what I can understand. I'm so bad at that stuff. Like I'll pronounce it wrong and they'll drop like the dashes and stuff. And I'm like, I don't even know what that means.
Any of those. All I know is like the tilde is like a yeah. That's it.
Yeah, Dylan, I did see the Florida Mall one. I think that is like completely made up like online content. There was like
I didn't see it. Tell me.
So I think it was in like Orlando or something. They said that there was footage of these like giants that were like I don't know, like 50 feet tall
in Orlando.
And there's like helicopters going by.
Oh
if you go on TikTok, there's like leaked footage of the mall.
I love that stuff though.
I don't think it's real. Love it. I love all that stuff. I want it to be real. Correct. Nice. Nailed it. Awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and see what Keelan had to say. I like that name. Hope y'all are doing well. I'm trying to grow out my beard fuller, but I can't seem to fill in these patches close to my mouth. I use beard oil every day. I wash a couple of times a week. I use a derma roller 2 to 3 times a week. Sometimes I take a long break from using the roller. I've been trying to grow it out for about 4 years. Sometimes trimming it down to keep it neat, but I started getting more serious over the past 2 years.
Okay.
What do you recommend? Okay, Donnie, that's fair. He says it was in Miami. We're not all that crazy in Orlando. I just assumed Orlando.
Makes more sense.
Jason says Disney characters on lunch break. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Miami, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll have to show you videos later. It's pretty. It looks like a super low budget movie.
It's like Sharknado.
Exactly like that, or Cocaine Bear.
What is Cocaine Bear?
A bear that got into cocaine.
Is that a movie?
Yeah, it's a movie.
Wow.
It's like a cult classic, like a newer one. All right. Keelan, let's go ahead and check out what you got going on here, my man. Now, this is important too, because he's been growing this for about 4 years.
Okay.
This has been where he started the journey.
Oh, okay.
And this is where he is at currently.
Wow.
Yes.
Let it grow.
Yes.
It's probably seems like it's taking so long, but it's coming.
Yes.
It's almost there.
Dude, like this is a really, really, really good like message and image for so many people to see, because that beard will fill in, right? You are still very young. You have nothing to worry about in these areas. Just look at this area here, right?
Yeah.
That had not filled in yet. You got all of this that had not filled in yet. Now fast forward over here. It's just taking its time. Think about it like a circle that's like closing, and it's slowly closing. Everything that you're doing is working, man. Just keep it up. The derma roller is fine. I would not recommend minoxidil for you, aka Rogaine. If you need anything, go the more like natural route, castor oil, even a blend like this that you see with Deadman's. Theirs is deeply penetrating with things like black seed oil and emu oil. All those things can make a really, really nice difference. And of course, if you want to speed up the growth of those hairs, biotin can make a really big difference. Yep. The growth stimulator from Dr. Nick's is a fantastic option. And this is actually the perfect situation for a natural growth stimulator. Growth stimulators can wake up dormant hair follicles or areas that are slow to grow. They're not going to create magic, right? They're not going to create hairs where they don't exist. Your hairs clearly exist, right? We see the advancement. We see like the progression. This will be something that could absolutely help kind of close that circle. And Jags, I got your questions started, man. We will hit that at halftime for sure. And yeah, man, this will definitely do a lot to be able to help out. Any other thoughts there, Sam C?
No, I know it's hard, but just patience.
It is. It's so hard. I have a lot of guys. There's probably a couple in the chat that they're on right now, but a lot of guys are messaging me and they want these like miracle things. One guy even said today, he's like, one thing I'm not good at is patience. I'm like, and I laughed because like we talk every day and I'm like, yep, I can confirm that. You and
me both, brother.
And so you got to be patient. I hope seeing pictures like this side by side like gets you excited and appreciates how far you've come. It does a ton, man, a ton. And so it looks really good. Yep, it really does look amazing, dude. Keep going. It's about as simple as that on this one. Just simply keep going. Looks great, man. All right, let's go ahead and continue on here. We do have a halftime segment. So if you guys have beard questions or people questions, animal questions, alien questions, we're here. We're an open book.
Ooh,
so just
alien questions.
Yeah.
Bring them on.
Hit us, guys. Hit us. And if you like this kind of discussion, keep in mind our podcast every Friday. We have out 21 episodes. What?
This will be our 21st.
This is 21st? Episode. Okay, so we have 20 out so far. Hey, what's up, because? All right, first one. How should I use ACV? Now, I don't know what ACV is.
Apple cider vinegar.
Oh, okay. Andrew, I don't actually recommend apple cider vinegar for a rinse on the beard unless you have a very particular reason. One of the reasons could be ingrown hairs. It's one good way to combat that. Stop shaving. That's another way. But ingrown hairs, it can also have to do with your skin type and your hair type. For example, a black man's beard is going to lend itself better to apple cider vinegar rinse as compared to like my beard. And so it's all very situational, but it's not something that I really give advice on because I don't have a ton of experience. And I believe whatever you're trying to achieve with that, there's better options out there. If you do use it, you got a pH balance afterwards, and I just don't think it's worth it. All right, Ashton here. I began biotin a month ago. I've been refrigerating it. Is it okay? I don't know. I have no idea about vitamins and refrigerating them.
I don't either. All I know is there are some probiotics that you have to refrigerate, but I think a lot of them are moving away from that now.
Interesting. And I always associate probiotics with like yogurts and stuff. So that kind of makes sense. So I don't know. I would assume it's okay, but I don't have any like evidence on that.
I don't know. I guess unless it says refrigerate it on the bottle, I personally wouldn't, just for the reason of wasting money.
Right.
Not
yeah. And helping. The shelf life on something like biotin is usually like 1 to 2 years. So I don't think that should be an issue. Okay. How can I tell over brushing or combing? Travis, since you're asking that, that's usually the first clue. If you think you're over brushing and combing, you normally are. You want to try and limit it. If you guys see me on stream, most of the time throughout the day, I don't adjust my beard with a comb or a brush. I just do this. That's about it. Just using the tools that you have available. If it's up here, when my beard was shorter, a mustache, it's all the hands as well. Some signs of overbrushing and combing, you're having premature shedding. The hair comes out too early. Breakage. All signs of damage can come from that. So if you're seeing some problems and you're wondering if you're doing that too much, you probably are.
Which is like such a funny thing because like when I was a little girl, it was like, brush your hair 100 times every night.
I love the internet.
I have no idea why that was being told to us, but it was.
Me and Sam are super into like old school wives' tales that are just false. They just came from nowhere. And it was like, let's say, for example, the baby boomer generation. I know there's a lot of baby boomers in here, but it was just like we talk about that. I'm like, if you wanted to fact check someone, You went to a library, and then how did you find a
you
book?
Looked it up.
Yeah, how did you find a book about brushing and combing hair? But there's so much of that where it was like, yeah, little girls, just brush your hair. It'll grow. It'll grow. For guys, the equivalent, keep shaving and your beard will come in better.
Oh,
literally
gosh.
false. Like literally false. Absolutely nothing to that. Proven false. Same with the hair. You're not. The only thing that can help out hair growth in that situation is if you're exfoliating the skin. And that will promote blood flow. But when they show like you got to brush 100 times, they're brushing all the way down the hair. They're not like massaging the scalp. So yeah, that's such a good, interesting call. Those sayings have been around hundreds of years. Yes. But now we finally get to say,
let me check that.
Yeah. Let me look into that. And I'm
always fact checking you.
I love that. I know.
You're always lying about stuff.
No, Sam gets really frustrated because she'll like go to fact check me. She's like, I'm gonna look that up. And then it's just silence. I'm like, hey, how those results go?
That's
shut up.
So true.
Every time she's like, how do you know that? Because my thing is, and I'm wrong from time to time, right? But I try to only talk about things I know. If I don't know it, I'll tell you guys. I don't ever try to be a know-it-all. But if I know it, it's a tough one to go against on those ones. And I love that's like my favorite thing in the world. And it's usually just the dumbest stuff, like a song or like an actor or something. Like, I swear they were in this movie. And you're like, no, they weren't. We just had that the other night. All right. Beard balm versus beard butter for short, coarse beards, and why? Jason, this should not. Hey, what's up, Brian? For me, this is not an either or question. This is one that is situational and is truly based on what you're trying to get. Balm is going to do a little bit of nourishment, but also a lot of styling. Butter is going to do a little bit of styling and a lot of nourishment. Essentially, they're the very same product. The only difference is you add more wax or add wax to balm to make it more firm and more stiff. And so it just depends on what you're trying to do. Jason, a lot of guys in your situation would use balm during the day to style it and get some nourishment, and then kind of switch and use butter at night. But it really just depends on what you're looking for. No right or wrong answers there. A similar concept here. Is there a big difference between whipped and regular beard butter? The biggest difference of whipped and regular beard butter is that we don't really see true whipped beard butters anymore. Now, do you know the challenge of a whipped beard butter, to put you on the spot here?
Keeping it whipped.
Yeah, I mean, it melts.
It's like Cool Whip.
It is exactly like that. And if you guys are unfamiliar with that difference, I do have a video on the two differences there. Essentially, you are introducing air into the cooling process when the butter is solidifying. And so as you pour butter, right, you guys probably know it's a mixture of oils and butter ingredients, and you melt it all down to kind of get it to go together, and then you cool it. Well, as you cool it, you physically whip it. You can literally do it in a KitchenAid mixer, which that was a great investment. That was like a big gift, like 10 years ago. Was that
no, it was at this house.
Oh, was that? That was at the old house. And that thing is awesome. That thing is sturdy and lasts. All you're doing is introducing air as you cool it. The problem is butter melts oftentimes in shipping. If you're shipping to a southern state, if you're shipping to anywhere in the summer, it's probably going to melt. The main issue is normal butter, just easy peasy resolidifies. Whipped butter will never become whipped again. And so
what if you whip it yourself?
It's on those small 2-4 ounces. It's really impossible to do that. I mean, you can get like
throw it in your KitchenAid.
Get a little tiny I mean, it's tough. So that's the biggest difference. And then if you're to ask me, well, none of that matters, Dan, I just want to know the difference of the two. Whipped butter is lighter, much lighter. And so there are some claims of whipped butters, and there may be some out there, but most of them I've tried are like kind of whipped, but not really. It's just so challenging. Yeah, so dang challenging. Okay, scrolling through here now, guys, on your questions. And if you have more, please feel free to drop them in at any time, and we'll get them all answered. Okay, got all the silly questions out of here. Yeah, I got to show you the Miami Mall thing.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so James does want to know what kind of haircut we would recommend.
Oh,
so
gosh.
everybody in the chat, drop a comment. What kind of haircut would you recommend from, hey, what's up, Octane? From this picture that we have here. You want me to start, or would you like to begin?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm thinking.
For me, James, I see like two main options here. And this would be, I'm taking this, James, as if you're my guy, right? We're good friends. You're coming to me and you don't want a yes man. You don't want a man to blow smoke and tell you things that you want to hear. I'm gonna tell you like my buddy would tell me and like I would tell my buddy. I would recommend either a really low buzz cut or go for it bald and bearded, dude.
Wow.
There are so many people in the chat that can verify this for you. I don't know if I've heard of anyone that's gone bald and bearded and came back. Almost every single person that I can think of that went bald and bearded, their exact response to me has been, why did I wait so long? Why did I wait so long? Triple B, if he's in the chat, Scott, he said he did not find his real self until he went bald and bearded. Like he was self-conscious. He walked around thinking about it and he didn't feel like himself. When he went bald and bearded, immediately he was like, wow, this is me. But I could see having a little bit of color, a little bit of texture by buzzing it down. And that's just my honest feedback for you. And I think if you tried it, you'd be like, dang, this is nice.
I feel like everyone is agreeing and I have to agree as well.
Yeah. All right.
Because I really don't know.
Man, send if you do any of these updates, please send in. Would love to see that update. Awesome, man. Thank you, sir. I'm glad that you wanted to hear that question. Okay. Ooh, me. I've talked to you a few times. I have flags that curl out in the back and have been trying to get it straightened. Suggestions. I've tried heat after showers. It's just going to come down to perfecting your heat routine. If hair is going in a direction you don't want it to, you can get it back with heat. Now, it might be a different tool, might be a different temperature, different direction. Heat is your answer. Trial and error. Again, like Sam said earlier, patience. Like it's not fun.
Yeah.
It's not fun. We want everything immediate, but it's definitely got to be patience there. Okay. Okay, let me see here. It says no update. Okay, and Jonathan says, hey, man, sorry, my girlfriend bought me some stuff from Magic City, and the tracking says no update, and it was supposed to be on Monday. They stopped responding to us and have began to ignore us.
Oh.
So, Jonathan, this is a tough one, man. Put yourself in the shoes of the beard product company, right? They made the products, they packaged the products, they put it all together, and they dropped them off at the post office, just like we did today with your package. Now, there's no control outside of that when products get there, right? I will be honest, just like I would say if my friend was like, hey, man, I want you to be honest here. Jonathan says they began to ignore us. So it sounds like you've been contacting them for some time, right? If you're claiming they ignore you, I would hope that that's more than a couple of hours. If it was supposed to be there Monday, today's only Wednesday, man. Like my advice in this situation is have a little bit of patience. Have a little bit of understanding with the company. If it was supposed to arrive Monday, our mail gets here at like 4:00. I mean, it didn't arrive Monday, it didn't arrive Tuesday. Okay, I get you. But Monday was also a holiday.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
We also have had a nasty storm in much of the country. Yep, Deadman says a lot of bad weather. My advice, since this is Beard Advice Live, right? Send it in here. I would tell a good friend of mine to have some patience and understanding, because Monday's a little bit harsh to come on a live stream and say they're ignoring you when it's a Wednesday and it hasn't gotten here. So yeah, holiday, weather, and it's out of their control.
As somebody who ships items with USPS, there have been times I always give it a week.
Yeah. 100%.
If it's not there in a week, I will replace it. And it has shown up 99% of the time.
Almost always.
It's just US, and everybody knows this, and I'm sorry if there's anybody in here who works for USPS. It's
not the individuals.
It's not the individuals. It's the whole, they're atrocious.
Yeah.
Their methods are just, they're so slow and just not optimized, right? So I get where you're coming from, because as a consumer, I do the same thing.
Right.
But
we
then,
all watch it.
As a business owner, there's not really anything you can do, because I think, like somebody said, I see the same thing that you would see.
Right.
We don't have any like back room insight or anything like that. So what you're seeing, I'm seeing. And if we called the post office and we were like, hey, there was this package that was supposed to go to Jonathan, they're going to be like, who?
Yeah.
When? Why?
And as a couple of points that were in the chat, the USPS cannot even investigate or look into it until it's 3 days late and you're not even there yet. So it was, that's definitely a hard one. He said, not trying to knock them at all. I get that, but it is kind of a knock on them, right? And if you try to understand their situation, right, they get these emails all the time. And it would be really frustrating to say, man, this is 1 day late during bad weather, during all this stuff, right? Because Monday was a holiday. It's tough to respond back to those. It's tough to be like, hey, man, have a little bit of patience, because a company can't say that, but a friend can, right? A friend can say this, and your responses are great in the chat here. But that is really harsh, to be blunt on that one. And as a lot of people say, there was Midwest storms that delayed everything. We have, the USPS will mark it delivered and bring the next day. There's often times where that will happen too, where it has to do with the driver who like marks it, and they have this and that. It's really, really, really tough. And Ken said in the chat, Magic City has had legit customer service, so honesty, probably no update. Yeah, I'm sure they just got frustrated, and I get the, like we said, we get the frustration on your side. We watch trackies like hawks too, but just a little bit of patience there. They're an amazing company, and they sent it. It's just tough when it's outside of their control. Yeah, absolutely. All right, growth stimulator. Can I apply beard butter after? Yeah, absolutely. Just let it absorb in, just like any beard oil, and it will go through. Yep. All right. Yeah, that true. Oh, the hair thing. Yeah, that one's a wild one. Okay, let's see what else we got here, you guys. Okay. Yeah, I feel like the biggest is shaving will make it grow thicker and faster. That's a wild one. Like, and I want to get my conspiracy theory hat on. Like,
ooh, yes.
Would the shaving industry put that out there? Like, oh, if you want to grow a beard, you just need to keep shaving, because they know at some point you're going to want to try it. Yeah, and then eventually they're like, okay, you can have the beard, or eventually somebody realizes a couple years later their beard's not magic. It's not like this crazy shaving thing. So yeah, that's definitely that's a tough one. But I want to go with the conspiracy theory. Or here's a good conspiracy theory on that one. There's a big shaving product company that also sells beard products, and their beard products are atrocious. Like, atrocious.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is there something to that? Is there something to trying to have, like, people have a bad experience with beard stuff?
They're not dumb.
Yep, absolutely. Oh, and here's a callback to earlier. Literally the best experience in my 8 years of business, stopping whipped butter. It was such a pain. It really is. Yes, such a pain for companies. And imagine getting those emails every day. My beard butter melted. I don't know how to get it back.
Oh, that'd be annoying.
Yeah, that one's tough. Yep. Should butter or balm be stored in a cooler like the oil? For the maximum shelf life, yes. Cool, dark places, you're going to be fine. But even if it's not, you likely have a year to 2 of shelf life. And so hopefully isn't too much of that one. What's your favorite Danism? So yeah, that's when I have a thought that I want to share, but I shouldn't. And so I just tell myself, yeah. What is Everyman Jack butter? Looks like lotion, not quality, by the way. I call that sour cream.
Ew, I hate
Sam
when you
loves
say,
it when I bring that up. Yeah, I call it sour cream. What's up, G squared? And it gets the octane. All right, what would you say is the best beard oil that doesn't smell? So if you're looking for that doesn't smell, it all comes down to unscented. And there are a bajillion amazing options out there. There really is no best. I get that question every day, and it's so tough because what's best for me might not be best for you or you or you. There really is no best, unfortunately. That would be such an easy answer to be like, yeah, this one is the best. That one is the best, but it just doesn't quite work out that way. And yeah, a lot of people thought the bald and bearded.
Yeah, now, I know. That's why I felt like I couldn't say anything.
No, you can. They want to hear. They want to hear that as well. And I do, though. I hear so many people that go bald and bearded, and they're so happy that they did. So let the oil sit 5 minutes before adding heat. Is that both for heated brush and hair direct? Yeah, 3 to 5 minutes is a really good rule there to activate it and make sure that it can do its job. Yep, absolutely. All right. Dan, I sent in. May was my start. I'll send in for an update. Sense for next week. Awesome, man. Can't wait to see. Very, very cool. Started actually shaving my head in about 2003. Okay, nice. And there's a lot of guys that go bald and bearded with absolutely no, like, it's not like, oh, my hair's
That's
going. They
wild.
just choose to do it. And so, yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, it really, really is interesting to think about that. Now, you would be pretty devastated if I came to you tomorrow and was like, I want to go bald and bearded.
Yeah.
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 That one you can't even like spin in a like, yeah, I'll support you. You'd be bummed on that one.
Yeah.
All right.
I like your hair.
Yeah. Even though you don't see it that much. I usually have a hat on.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I like that. Okay. Da-da-da. Yeah. And man, the shipping thing's just wild. Joe says the worst is when UPS marks it delivered, but either hold on to the package or they don't deliver it a day or two. Yeah. That's when people get really heightened because porch pirates are a real thing.
Right.
People really steal stuff.
Yep.
So you get worried about that. And then you're messaging the company, my package was stolen. The company can't do anything about it. It shows up the next day, but the company like already sent you a replacement. That gets messy. And oftentimes I've seen this before. Packages stick to other packages. It might have nothing to do with yours. It could be somebody else did a bad tape job. So your package takes a ride to San Diego or something like that. And then eventually it comes back again. And so,
Terrible.
Yes. All right. Okay. Yeah, that's true. That every cent gas goes up. USPS spends a whole $8 million more per price raise. Wow. Because they have, think about how much gas they have to drive around with. That's crazy. Yeah, absolutely crazy.
I just feel like USPS just needs an overhaul. Like, can Elon buy it and turn it around?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've seen what Amazon's done with shipping. Oh, and that was the other point I wanted to make. Someone brought that up and they said Amazon has made everyone's expectations of shipping unrealistic.
That's true.
Outside of Amazon.
That's so true.
For sure. If a package were going to take a week, like 10 years ago, we're like, cool, I'll see it in a week.
Yeah.
Now we're like, oh, what the heck?
Now we like buy from Temu and it gets here in a week and we're like, oh, it's so long.
No, that was that was another one I wanted to highlight. So true. Yeah, just so dang true. But definitely needs an overhaul. We talk about that stuff all the time. We're like, what about our roads? Like, can we just have a fresh perspective on road construction and stuff? Like,
don't get me started.
Yeah, that will be a full tangent stream. Dana says, I received my beard products in the mail today, and the beard wash and conditioner are both frozen solid. I watched your video on frozen beard oil, but wasn't sure. Do you think they're okay? Totally fine. There is nothing harmful about products getting cold, about products freezing. Just simply let them come back to temperature at room temperature. Just set them on the counter. Happens to us all the time. They will be totally fine. If anything, they'll just last longer. And that is about it on that one. But yeah, no worries on that at all. And Austin says, Dan, dude, thanks for the video this morning, man. Saved my beard for real. Heck yes.
I need more.
Heck yes. So it was about how the angle of your chin when you trim.
Okay.
And a lot of guys have this weird, natural reaction and tendency to want to lift your chin up.
It's because when you're shaving.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
So weird. But you don't spend any portion of your day talking to people like this. So don't trim like that. You know, it's super simple, but we all do it. Yeah, we all do it. Okay. Dude, Kejun, I've heard that wives' tale forever, and I don't know the answer.
It seems logical.
But there's so many of those wives' tales that seem logical, but then they're just not, you know?
But listen to this.
Yeah.
Dan, Mr. Massive Calves himself, does not have hair on the back of his calves anymore.
That's true.
Because they are so bulky that they rub on his pants.
That's true.
Same basic concept, right?
So I think the difference there is my legs are moving and there's friction on the pants. My hair does not move with a hat.
But I feel like it does a very small amount.
It might.
And if you wear a hat all day long, every day.
But up here doesn't move. There's no way where like balding happens.
Don't know.
But the friction thing's real. I don't have hair on the outside of my calves because of pants, like literally friction taking them off. Have you tried Valhalla Live the Legend? I don't think so. Live the Legend? Nope, I don't think I have. At least off the top of my head. If you search the company name and then my name, that would be your best way to look for it. If I've tried it, there's probably a video on it. So yes, All right. Not quick enough to see. The comment ahead had more. Oh, okay. Yeah, no worries. No worries, Greg. All right. Let's see here if you guys have any. All right. Idea, how much money would it take to have Dan shave his head?
Didn't we go over this? No,
We've
that was
gone
shave
over
your
the
beard.
and that's a big number. But the head hair? What would be your number if they were like, hey, we're doing don't. But we're doing a community fund. What would be a number where you're like, that's actually reasonable? And I have to keep it shaved for a year.
$10,000.
Okay, I'm in.
What can that buy me a trip to Scotland? Because I'm thinking yes.
Be close. Yeah. All right, 10 grand, guys. 10 grand. Road podcast. What do you mean by that? Like on the road film one or travel for it? Once the kids are older, our opportunities open up a lot. Yeah, a lot.
I'll do it for a cheeseburger.
Oh my gosh. Dan, what should I do about face and beard acne? If I apply a small amount of oil, my beard feels brittle and dry, but if I use more, I get more acne. Bearded Gamer, you want to make sure you're washing every single day. You want to make sure you're exfoliating every single day. You want to make sure you're drinking enough water. That's such an important factor in getting rid of acne so your body can detox and cleanse itself. And you want to make sure you're using the correct oil for you. If you're only using a little bit and it's not working, you use a lot and it's too oily, you might have the wrong oil for your skin and your hair. Doesn't mean that it's bad. Doesn't mean that's low quality, but you got to find the right one for you. And I know that's the same in the women's industry. There'll be like these hair care products that everybody raves about and it doesn't work for you.
Is that what I said last stream?
Was it?
I feel like, yeah.
Yep, absolutely. All right, Dan, thoughts on derma rolling to raise and thicken cheek line? Dominic, I will direct you to if you look up Dancy Bearded Derma Rolling video, that's a super in-depth video that gives kind of all my complicated feedback. It's such a hard topic to talk about. I'm just going to direct you to that one and give the answer here. It's complicated, but there's a cool history of it, and it talks about what it does. It's really, really, really tough. How much for charity? No, Sam wants a Scotland trip on that one.
I'm the charity.
Yeah, we did. We're recovering from Grovember charity and getting beyond that one. That one, it was amazing, but man, that was a lot. And so, yeah, well, okay, 10K will get you a trip to Scotland for 2 adults. Okay,
let's go.
I love that.
Who's coming?
I love that, Lance. That's good to hear, man. All right. How did Fable Beard Co. come up with your scent? They didn't. I came up with it. It was based on me being a teacher, me liking like apple and berry and citrus type scents. It was pretty simple. Yeah, pretty simple. Van Life podcast and live stream. We would love to.
I dream about van life. Mainly because of Karen Nate, but
right.
One day, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be cool. That would be cool. And my buddy Dan and his wife, right? Dan Z.
Yeah.
They are doing van life right now. Just did Yellowstone.
I love watching them.
Me too. Yeah, they got good style on their stuff as well. All right, let's go and check this out here, guys. Someone asked me my top 3 scents from Deadman's. All right, let's take a look down here. Beautiful, beautiful scent list, by the way. I'm going to go down to the essential oil line here, and I am going to go with a renew.
I know we did these. I can't remember.
I'm going to go with a refresh, and I'm going to go with a revive. Relax is really good too. I'm going to throw in 4. Relax, revive, renew, and refresh. Actually, all of the essential oil line, but those would be my top ones. So hopefully that helps out. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. 100,000 subs. That'd do it. That'd definitely do it. Well, it'd have to be in an authentic way. Can't have like fake ones and stuff. People could fake that. Does RV life count? We have.
Okay. I feel like no, because only if it were a drivable one. I don't want to pull.
Oh, yeah.
Like a trailer.
Right. For the life. Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's not like, you're not like living it.
Right.
Like, if I have to go to the bathroom, I'm getting up and I'm walking to the bathroom.
Yeah. You want to go in the back.
Yes.
Bearded Gamer says he doesn't exfoliate, but he does wash daily and hydrates all day because of work. What oils do you think you should try? Message me. I want to know what you've used. I want to know how it's worked for you and where we could adjust from there. Because me just giving a blanket, try this oil, doesn't really help anything. Message me and we'll kind of break down all those details of what could be a great one. All right, William, take care, man. Thanks for stopping in tonight. Love it. Canada. All right. And you're doing all the right things on this channel. Thank you, my man. All right, let's keep this party going.
Okay.
And again, guys, we have scrolling down at the bottom, beardadvicelive@gmail.com for your way to enter in. Okay. Solomon here. Now remember this because I did not mess up. Okay. Keep that in mind. I had Sam verify earlier.
Yes.
Hello. I'm 23 years old and I'm from Romania. Keep that in mind. During the stream, it'll be like 3 a.m. for me. Okay. I last shaved on January 12th, 2023. So we are just over a year. Just over a year. So that makes it officially a year since I last shaved. A year in which my beard progressed a lot with the help of your videos. Awesome. This is obviously not a year since I had a few trims along the way, but the past few months, I've been really satisfied with my beard. The thing I'm struggling with is the mustache. I know it might get better with age. Keep in mind, he is 23, right? Yep, 23.
Okay.
It might get better with age, but for now, do you have any advice on what I could do to make it look thicker? I'm not looking for anything crazy with it, just the shape I'm currently wearing. How can I get it to look thicker without having it all in my mouth at the time? Styling and wax won't help at all. If I'll be the judge of that. We'll see, my man. If I trim what's on the lips, then I lose the bulk. All right, let's take a look here at Mr. Solomon. Oh, man, look at that beard. Look at that beard, dude. That is killer.
I'm going to let you take this because you are the king of the
stash.
The sad walrus.
It's the lazy walrus. Solomon, super simple. I do disagree with you on this one where you said styling won't help at all. That's not true. So if you want something thicker right now, your only option is styling. There's literally no magic that's like, let me sprinkle this on. Bam, baby, you got a thick mustache. It's only styling. So my advice is look up the lazy walrus video. And all you need to do is get a heated brush and continue to direct the mustache down into the beard and off of the lip. I agree, trimming it will not make it look thicker. This is not an addition by subtraction situation. You need to continue to do that with the beard. And I know for a fact it'll help. And the reason why I know is I can see the overhang of your mustache on the side view that's hanging over your beard or over your lips. Now, the reason why this will help is it will take this part that's hanging off of the lip here and will bring it back into the body of the mustache, making it thicker. The mustache is all there. You just need to kind of concentrate it together. So lazy walrus with a heated brush, a quality heated brush, will make all of the difference in the world. And yeah, that's a beard at 23 years old.
Right.
Ooh, man. And he'll be watching on replay. If you guys want to see feedback from Solomon, check the comments probably tomorrow, I would bet. But definitely use for a heated brush. His would fit really well. I know we have them in the chat. Beard Octane's heated brush would do really well for his mustache because it's a little bit smaller of a heated brush. So it'll fit that mustache area really well. Of course, you can't go wrong with the Aberlite Pro. That would work really well there as well. But any of those options would work very, very, very well. And so, yeah, absolutely. And Banana Goat says, Dan helped me out the other day with some mustache advice. Yeah. I'd like to challenge Solomon to not trim his mustache for at least a month. Yep. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Lazy walrus, heated brush, it will make a difference for you. Now, is it going to be the first day? Probably not, but it's going to take some practice and some adjustments over time, and I think that will help. Does Aberlite ship to Europe? I believe so. I strongly believe so. Hopefully. If not, I do believe Beard Octane does, so that's another option that you have there as well. Awesome, man. Great beard. And look at this thickness under a bright orange shirt.
Yes, I thought the same thing.
That's crazy. Crazy, crazy. All right, Michael, I am from Romania. You guys, I checked like 3 times. I'm like, did I copy this?
You did. And then you called me down and you said, is this right?
I was like, I want to make sure I'm not going crazy here. Yeah, I want to make sure I'm not going crazy here. And we have Dan helped me tremendously with my mustache, let it grow and apply heat. And that's the thing why I'm so strong on some advice, because I know the experience. I know the really cool thing about what we do is I filmed a video talking about this today. We have the sample size of not only 5.5 years of making videos, but watching videos, being involved on beard content on Reddit, on YouTube and stuff. well before that, we're talking 7-8 years of like beard content. We see the cycles.
Yep.
We see the questions. They come back around and around and around. Man, I just really, really know. Will AberLite be sponsoring? There are no plans for AberLite to sponsor right now. We would love to have them, but we're well covered on other sponsors, so that is awesome. But no plans right now for AberLite. And I think people thought we were like trying to do sales. We're like, guys, we don't know if they'll be back next year. Like, use the deal now while you have it. Some people have messaged me.
Told you.
People, it's like a no-win situation. If you like super tell people like, hey, this is gonna go away, they're like, why are you pressuring people?
Yeah, it sounds bad.
Why is it FOMO over there? And then literally, I have people now, not Caleb. Caleb's my man. Literally messaging me angry, like, Dan, where's the AberLite deal? I'm like, I told you guys I didn't know if it'd be coming back. And they're like, that's so mad. I've had someone like get mad at me. And I'm like,
we're not lying.
I'm not lying. I'm just trying to be honest. Like, why do people think that everything's a lie? Okay. Romania. That's so crazy.
I couldn't even tell you like where Romania is.
With the vampires, of course. All right. I am from Romania. What's up, Thomas? I would like some beard advice about my beard. How to trim it, what shape of the beard is okay for my face, any advice that you think is good for me.
Okay.
All right. Okay, here we go.
I like it.
Yeah, right. Got the hair back. Is it?
I'm into the hair.
We call this a pony.
That's a bun.
A bun, okay.
That's a man bun.
Okay. All right. But doesn't a bun have to go back into the hair tie?
Isn't that what it's doing or no?
I don't know. I can't
just
tell.
have very bad vision.
But I'm genuinely curious about that distinction. Does it have to go back into?
Yeah, a pony is just hanging.
Okay.
A bun is
dudes
crumpled up.
I'm getting so good at hair stuff. I can put Violet's hair in an up pony, and an up bun, and a down pony, and a side pony.
That's how we classify things here.
Yeah.
I gave her 2 braids tonight, so we'll see how that looks.
Yeah, I'm getting good with the hair. Really good with the hair. I gotta perfect the braiding, but
you gotta perfect the up pony.
Hey, yo, calm down. She requests mine. Okay. Michael here just wants some general advice about his beard and what he's moving forward. Do you have something to start off with here?
As always, my number one go-to advice is I would like to see it with some heat just to kind of tame those ones like up by your chin and just really make it look more cohesive.
Ooh. Dropping $10 words on us? Dang. Yeah, Mike, I agree. And of course, this is a preference thing. Not everybody wants heat or having it look more purposeful. I agree. I would love to see literally a lazy walrus, the whole advice from the last one on the mustache. I agree in this area right here would be really nice to get some heat on it to kind of strain it out a little bit. And once you have heat, I would love to see what it looks like because I have a feeling we have a trim in order, but I can't tell until the heat's there. You know what I mean? Like on the sides here, this is a prime candidate for like a round brush, which I do pretty much every morning now. Grab that round brush, blast it with a blow dryer, and let it kind of get out of that dip that you have right there. And then that's going to change how the beard hangs, right? And then when you see here, we do have some transparency, but if you get heat and you get that beard kind of facing, instead of going out in this direction, you get some heat and it goes down from the beard, that could be totally different, right? And here's the way to think about that. When the hair is all kind of going out towards this direction, if you push that all back together, it's likely going to look way more dense. And so it could be a situation where you get cohesive, love it, where you get more density from the beard without actually really changing anything. And here's Robert right here with a similar kind of texture beard. Says that worked for me, Dan. The round brush and heat got mine gone.
There you go.
Love that, man. Where can I get a good round brush? Amazon, Sally's Beauty Supply. The one I have right now is from Volt Life Proof Grooming. I actually have one down here. I have one in the bathroom. They're really good. They're smaller, but it is definitely a good option. But there's so many. I mean, you probably see round brushes everywhere.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Yeah, you can grab them from any spot. But it looks great, man. I love, so when it's hair like this, long hair, I've said it a bunch of times. I love when there's direction change, right? You have hair going in this direction and then the beard going down in this direction. It just separates it. You know, I don't like when it becomes one big mass like a lion's mane. Now, some people do. Rock on. But I like the separation there. I think that looks really good. Awesome. Anything else from Michael?
Nope.
No? All right. I believe this is our last one tonight, you guys. And we have Alan G. Hi. Growing a beard for the first time. And 5 weeks in, we got some early ones today.
Yeah.
Happy with the results so far. Mustache is a little thin, but it's all right. My main concern, however, is the front of my chin. It seems quite thin there. I'm mostly looking for reassurance that as it grows, it will fill in enough to not look too awkward. Not sure how long I'm going to grow yet, but at least 1 to 2 inches, if not a bit more. Okay. We can really get this. Yeah, no, absolutely, Jonathan. This was 100%. I truly get the frustration and all of that, and I get that we all kind of gave feedback on the situation. It's just tough when a company is named and you say they ignored them. We did not. I do not think you were bashing them. I didn't think anything like that. Just giving that feedback on perspective and the whole situation. Man, mail is frustrating for us all. It really
gosh.
it is so frustrating for us. Whether you're sending stuff, whether you're receiving stuff. So I get, it's almost like traffic, like you get heightened in traffic and it's like, I don't even know what I'm saying. I don't even know what I'm doing.
It's mail rage. It's not road rage.
Right. So no, man, trust us. You're in a safe place. We fully get it. Yeah, just thinking of the company, right? If you're the company, would you want someone putting that in a chat that has hundreds of people in it? Probably not, when you try to think about the perspective, but yeah, your responses were fantastic and it was a good discussion. And I think points that people heard where they're like, I didn't know it. I didn't think about that. I didn't know about that. That's a really good point. So no, man, absolutely. All right, Alan G, let's go ahead and check out what you got going on here for the beard. Awesome,
nice.
Dude. Great start. What do you say? How many weeks in? 5 weeks? Dude, that's awesome. And I did say he does look a little similar to Adam, the one that we had earlier with the young beard. It does look a little bit, it does look a little bit like Adam's. Now, let me start you off with this one.
Okay.
Do you think, or do you know what my advice will be with this area that he's talking about? Because essentially he's saying this area looks weak here. And I love his write-up. He said, I'm just kind of, is it going to grow in as I grow more? What would be your response here if you have one?
I don't know what my response is because now you have me second guessing myself. I'm like, oh yeah, it's gonna grow, and now I'm like, Dan's gonna say that's your natural growth pattern. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's gonna drop long chain fatty acids.
Oh my god, nope, not in that one. So I'll start, and then you can share from there what you think. So Alan, this one is a tough one. Number one, because it is so early. You are clearly not. What would be the best way? You're clearly not elderly. Is that an appropriate thing to say? Like you're clearly not old. Yeah. I'm trying to be.
I feel like elderly is like even more rude.
I'm trying to be gentle. Yeah, I'm trying to be gentle, right? You are clearly not old. So your beard will continue to get better. And we really don't know what's going to start filling in, what's not. We had the earlier one from Keelan. That's such a good name. From Keelan. And you saw the changes in just a couple of years of what his beard did. Now, this is important here. This area right here is for sure going to fill in. For sure. Now, these areas right here might not at all. Or if they do, it might be slight because I can't tell if there are hair follicles there. None of us can from a picture. That's something that could be living below the skin. What I will say is everyone in the chat saying the same thing. Let it grow. Let it grow. This is a very, he's not a senior citizen yet. Is that better?
That's appropriate.
They're all about it's like, hey, you feel like, and why is it weird to say someone's age? Like, why do we make that an uncomfortable thing?
I don't know.
Like the women thing in age, I've never understood that.
No.
I've never gotten that. It's not insulting.
It's never offended me if someone asks me my age.
Right. So interesting. Yeah, definitely so interesting. Okay. He said, okay. That's what I was wanting to hear. I know it's just a pattern in that area. Also think I'm much older than you think. All right.
How old are you?
All right.
Alan,
We're going to throw, why are you bowing me over here? Jake? She's like, get ready. All right. We're going to throw guesses out there on Alan's age. I have a number in mind. I'm not going to change my number. If you'd like to go first, go ahead.
I'm going to say that you are 46.
Oh, wow. Okay. I don't think so. I am going to go 38.
And I say that, Alan,
because of his context.
Because of your comment. Oh, great. Now I'm the old. Oh, great.
She's the one being offensive, right? She's calling you elderly. No,
Alan, you're elderly.
46 is not elderly before people get mad. All right. He said, okay, maybe a little offense. All right. Alan, he laughed. All right, 39. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go. I guess 38. So
Alan, you set yourself up for failure.
You did. That's on you, Alan, there. You said 46? What is wrong with you?
Out.
Oh
it
my
just came
gosh.
Out.
Jeez Louise.
Okay.
Medicare age. All right. No, but for real, this is a very normal growth pattern. And here's an important thing to understand as well. The law of proportionality plays a part in this as well. As your beard gets longer and bigger, that spot becomes less and less noticeable because the attention is on everything else. Now, I will say this straight up honest. Nobody in the world is looking at that spot.
No.
Like, and man, I think people think, and again, I think people think we just say stuff. Dude, if you didn't say a word about that, it would not have crossed my mind to be like, oh, that's a natural growth pattern. Oh, that'll fill in. It wouldn't cross my mind at all.
When we went to the picture, and this happens every time, I instantly forgot what the words say.
Yeah.
And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, what did he ask? He's just new growing.
Yeah.
He just wants advice. Like that, it didn't even resonate with me.
Yes. And that's real. Like that stuff, I don't see, like it doesn't cross my mind. And as Ken says right here, look at Ken's picture, right? When someone sees Ken, they're like, wow, great beard. No one in the history of anyone has been like, great beard, but did you see his chin? Like, did you see his chin? It's such a common growth pattern. I always love this example. They were in the chat earlier and might still be here. Beard Octane has that growth pattern, almost identical to that in their logo. Like it is so common that a beard product company will have that in their logo. All right, let me go ahead and see if I get this on the right one, just so I can show you guys, because people are like, what are you talking about, Dan? Look at the logo of Beard Octane, and I'm going to go back to the beard. Do you see the soul patch and the spots around it to the side? Okay, keep that, lock that image in mind, guys. Lock that image in mind. Tell me that's not his pattern.
Yep.
Like to a T. So Alan, thank you for sending in and asking that, because the amount of people that would feel that same kind of way and have that same kind of like wonder, maybe eventually an insecurity. Dude, it is so good. Okay. And he says, I have no problem with the bald spot left and right. Okay. You helped because I just wanted to hear the soul patch. Yeah, that one's going to grow. That one's going to grow for sure, man. Yeah, Noctane is in here working away. Yeah, it's going to grow, man. I don't have any worries. You got a good, thick beard. It's going to come in nicely. And you have your 40s to look forward to. Just kidding. All right, guys. Again, if you want to be on the show next week, beardadvicelive@gmail.com. Please send in. Would love to hear what you guys are wondering about, and you might help out someone else as well. He's laughing. I'm glad. All right, guys. We have a giveaway from Deadman's. Before we get out of here tonight, I'm going to drop a link in the chat right about now. Oh, no. That could have been bad. Thank goodness for the internet like back button.
The undo.
Oh my gosh. I copy and paste things all the time.
Yeah.
YouTube videos, links and stuff. I did it earlier today. I went to copy a link and I clicked cut instead of copy. And I'm like, ugh!
Did you know that cut copies?
It does, but I needed it on the thing I cut it from. It was on my document. And I'm like, and then of course I could just paste it back again. But I love that back button. It's so nice.
It's very helpful.
So dang nice. And Rodney says, I rock that pattern myself. Grow what you got. All right, guys. Link in the for the giveaway in the chat. Click the link, put your name, put your email, and you're all set. Oh, good. Craig had some problems before with the giveaway, and we tried to problem solve, and he figured it out himself, which is awesome.
Nice.
I'm glad, man. All right. Did I miss his age? Frank, his age is
it was not 46.
39. And I will say, I do think he set Sam up for failure. I do think he does look a little younger than that. I bet he gets that. But with his context clues, we got close enough. So that's so funny.
We sure did.
Yeah, it's so funny. But I mean, 7 years isn't crazy.
No,
that's not crazy. You
especially
did okay
for a man. I feel like you guys barely age.
Right. Yeah, I still look 22. Just kidding. Okay, and real quick recap, guys, on Deadman's Beard Co. If you check up here, we really highlighted their carrier blend tonight. It is fantastic. It's unique. You'll not find this blend on the internet anywhere. This is exclusive to them. Pretty awesome. Essential oil line, which I love. Daily gentle wash, which I love. It is a great company. Command 15 is your... Oh, did you see how straight that started out?
Mm-hmm.
Do you
You
know,
were almost there.
Do you know how difficult that is to keep that
No.
line straight?
No, because I can do it perfectly.
Okay, here we go, guys.
Oh, geez.
Right up top here. I want it in the black area. This is up top in the black. We want.
Oh, right here?
Yep, I want no forgiveness. All right, guys. She said she. Ah! Oh my gosh. All right, here we go. Oh my gosh. She said she can do it perfect. That was better.
That's really good.
That was really
That's
good.
really
that was
good.
you did step up at one point, but that was really good. You started out really.
Threw me off. You were talking to me.
Oh, what happened there? Dude,
that is good.
Thank you, guys. We're just doing drawing in the lines over here.
Drawing with the commands.
Drawing with the commands. We are diverse.
I got distracted.
Yeah, squirrel. Command 15, guys, is worth 15% off. Non-affiliate discount if you guys want to check that company out. And shout out to Deadman for giving back to the community tonight. Thank you for the giveaway. Thank you for sponsoring. And yeah, let's get it going. I've always been a great guesser. I once guessed all the jelly beans in a jar. Dang.
Ooh, Maddox's orthodontist does that, and he's bound and determined to win that. I don't even know what they win.
Interesting. The next YouTube channel for kids, Drawing with the Commands. Sam is actually really good at drawing, and you gotta get back to this.
I know.
She was so good at drawing with Jax.
Yeah.
It was like therapeutic for him, and they bought these special markers and papers.
For Art Hub for kids.
Can the elderly?
No, the elderly thumbs are banned.
Sorry, sorry, no 39-year-olds welcome. Yeah, no 39. Oh my gosh. Okay, while you draw the line, and it will stay straight.
He said what? Hold the shift key down.
Ooh, oh,
we're
that
testing
this.
Real?
Nope. Not on here. You getting me out here looking silly and stuff. Hold the shift key and then draw the line. Nope, not confirmed. There are some things like the iPhone now. If you draw an arrow and you hold your finger down, it will lock in a real arrow. So yes, yep, absolutely. I draw too with the markers. Art Hub, that's what they do, and they have those markers.
The best.
Sam's really good at it. Like her pictures are downright adorable when she draws those ones. So yeah, that one's absolutely awesome. And you would post it on like Instagram and stuff. Jax loved that. It's just time is so difficult. We were just saying today, we're like, we got to read with them more. We got
so many things.
Kids, am I right? All right, guys, if you see your name on the screen, drop a comment and claim your victory. Oh man, that's awesome. Jacob says, my second ever stream. Monday was my first. Been a good time. Glad I joined the bearded community.
Yay!
Heck yeah, man. Welcome. Okay. I'm guessing 37. Ryan, you are not live. We will see you in about 10 minutes, my man. Okay. He said, might be the control key. It works on my Mac. Okay. This is not a Mac, but
not a Mac.
And this is a Google program. Control? No. I think it's just this Google Slides program.
You're welcome for the beautiful art.
Right. Yeah. We just brought some brightness to your day. All right. If you see your name on the screen, drop a comment to claim your victory and say something like, woohoo, it's me. I won. Yippee. What would you say if you want to give away in here?
I probably wouldn't acknowledge it because I don't need it and you don't need it. And I feel like I was taking away someone's prize.
Okay. What if you were on an Art Hub live stream and they have a new batch of markers and you won the giveaway? How would you claim it? They're like, you got to claim it if you're in the chat.
I'd be like, let's go.
Let's go. That's a good one.
That's like the command slogan.
It is. And by no means is it unique, but we love it. All right. If we have you in the building, drop a comment to claim your victory. It's almost guaranteed, right? Because the link just went in a few minutes ago.
What's almost guaranteed?
That they're going to be here.
Oh,
See that?
gosh, I hope
I didn't
you're
share it
here.
earlier. All right. Do we have in the building Mr. Jason Wilson? Come on down.
One of the many Jasons.
We have so many Jasons and so many Kens in these streams. It's amazing. I love it. A lot of, I think those are our two most prominent ones.
Yeah.
Jason and Ken.
Mm-hmm.
And we love them all. You guys are awesome. All right. Awesome. That's me.
Yay!
Let's go. All right, man. Congratulations, you guys. One more time, scrolling down at the bottom is beardadvicelive@gmail.com. Please drop a comment to say anything you want on the exit and send in to be on the show next week. And we will see you guys then. Sam C, final words.
Buy some pillow mist spray. It's very helpful for sleep.
Okay. I'm going to try it tonight. All right, guys. Love you all. Love you. Stay bearded. Stay positive.